The case goes through, during its life cycle, many status changes. So let's take a look at a couple examples of what can happen to a case. So as you set up a brand new case, like what we did, Lee versus Junk Motor. So let's pull up that particular case here. Let me go into this case. Now we just set up this case, and if you look at the status log, it'll say new, and then the person that name of the person who set up this case and a date and time. Now, one thing you need to do is that to actually start the case, or just basically just to initiate it. So go to Actions, change the status, and go Start the case, and maybe you can say something like online repository setup or something like that. Okay, so that initiates the case. So I can go OK, and now the case status changes to in progress. Now typically what can happen to a case is settlement, or case can be adjourned, or case can be canceled or completed, or there are many actions that will change the status of the case. So now obviously one of the prime example will be the settling the case. So let's see what happens to that. Now let's go look at the calendar for this case, because we have some trials scheduled. So let's go to right click on it, go look at the calendar manager, and we have a 3 weeks long trial scheduled for this particular case. Now let's say I heard from a client today, unfortunately the case has been settled in the middle of the trial, so we need to go ahead and settle the case. So I'm going to go into this case. Again, you go to Actions and change status, and this time I'll use the function called Settle Case, and it gives me a warning that once case is settled, the case cannot be restarted or reinstated. Do you want to proceed? And I say yes. And you might want to just give a little remarks here, notes. So I'm going to say case settled per Mr. Berg. Okay, he's the attorney for defense. Now, and then you have a date here that says cancel job from, and then this is where you will pick a date. So I'm going to go everything that's starting on 16th of April needs to be canceled automatically. So go OK. So now as we do that, if you look at the status, now case is settled, and there is the remark that I enter, and we're going to go ahead and save out of the case. Now let's go look at our calendar for this case, what happened. If I look at the calendar manager, now we'll see that everything from the April 16th on has been canceled, and they are represented in red color. So let's go into one of these jobs, double click into that, and look at now the status log of the job itself. And if I look at the job, now the job has a status of canceled, and the remarks system automatically put in the remarks that says the case has been settled.